Swati Vyas from JMP English Medium Saraswati Group of Education. Today I am conducting this session for grade 5, subject SS. We are dealing with chapter number 8, the land of hot sun, Saudi Arabia. And this is my session number 1 for this chapter. So kids, in our earlier chapter, that is chapter number 7, we learned regarding the land of ice and snow, Greenland, which was extremely cold. And this chapter, that is chapter of Saudi Arabia, chapter that is connected with the land of hot sun, right? It is quite opposite. The climates are quite opposite. So while you are learning this chapter, you can make a better comparison between the difference in the climate of both the places, difference in the lifestyle of people living in these two places, and you will understand that how the climate of a particular place affects the life of people. Right? So, to begin the chapter, we will go through the vocabulary. But before that, let us see what is the introduction to this part of the earth, that is Saudi Arabia. A desert is a dry area with little or no vegetation. So what is a desert? It is a completely dry land where it is extremely hot, there is scarcity of water, no plants can grow in that place because of scarcity of water. I'm sorry. So that place which is completely dry and there is no water is called a desert. There are mainly 3 types of desert. They are tropical desert, cold desert and temperate desert. Tropical deserts are the deserts which come under the tropical zone. Temperate deserts are those deserts which come in the temperate zone, and cold deserts are in the frigid zone. So, the Sahara and the Kalahari deserts in Africa. So, which are the deserts in Africa? Kalahari and Sahara. The Colorado and the Mexican desert in North America, the Atacama desert in South America, and the Great Australian desert in Australia, and the Arabian and the Thar desert in Asia, excuse me, are some of the desert in the world. So these are all the desert areas in the world. In this chapter, we will read about Saudi Arabia, which is located in the Arabian desert. So, Saudi Arabia is a part which is in the Arabian desert. Right? Excuse me. So, to begin the chapter, first we will go through the vocabulary of this chapter. This vocabulary will give you a brief idea of the meanings of the difficult words which you will come across while reading this chapter. It also has shared a related picture to you to make you understand what that particular word means. So I hope you will listen to the vocabulary words, that is through PPT. So shall we begin the PPT now?
Chapter number 8, the land of the hot sun, Saudi Arabia. First word, Middle East. Middle East means the countries of Northern Africa and Southwestern Asia that are on or near the eastern edge of Mediterranean Sea. They are all together collectively called Middle East. See here in the picture, the places that are pink in color, they are all coming under the category of Middle East, like Libya, Sudan, Egypt, Lebanon, Turkey, Iran, Kuwait, Iraq, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Bahrain, Afghanistan, Syria, all these collectively they are called Middle East countries. Clear? Yes. Next, Arabian Peninsula. Arabian Peninsula means a peninsula between the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf. See here, Arabian Peninsula. The one side of it, that is towards the west, they have Red Sea. Down you can see Gulf of Aden. Then you have towards the east Gulf of Oman and the Persian Gulf. So three sides, this Arabian Peninsula is surrounded by the water body, right? So this part is called the Arabian Peninsula. Next, rugged mountains means having a rough, uneven surface. See here I have shared the picture of mountain. Now the surface of mountain is totally uneven. Uneven means it is not a flat surface at all. It is completely up and down surface, right? So this type of surface which is totally uneven is called rugged. And here in this chapter they have given regarding rugged mountains, means the mountains which has uneven surface. Next, sandstorm. Sandstorm is a strong wind in the desert area which carries sand through the air. See in the picture I have shared that this is a desert area with very little trees, right? And the sand is, blowing along with the wind, right? Yes. So such type of storm which carries even the sand particles with it is called sandstorm. What is it called? Sandstorm. Next, sand dunes. Sand dunes means hill of sand near an ocean or in the desert that is formed by the wind. See here in the picture you can see there are small hills. Now these hills are made by the deposition of sand. When the wind blows from one direction to the other, it carries the sand along with it, and when it becomes weaker, the sand gets deposited to the new place, right? And once again when the wind starts blowing, this sand will shift to other place. So this type of hills are called sand dunes. They do not have any fixed shape. Clear? Next, cacti. You can also call it as cactus. It is a thick fleshy plant that grows in many hot, dry part of the world. Here in India also you can see that in the desert area, right? Yes, in Rajasthan, even somewhere in some parts of Gujarat, this plant is found, cactus, right? It does not have leaf, but it has a thick and fleshy stem. Leaves are converted to thorns. Correct? So this plant is called cacti or cactus. It is also called cactus. Next, date palm is a palm tree on which dates grow. Date means, see I have shared the picture of date fruit. Yes, I hope you have recognized it. It is khajur. And date palm is, yes, see on the tree you can see the date palm. You say kharek in Gujarati, right? Yes, so that is date palm. It is a palm tree on which dates grow. That tree is called a date palm tree. Clear? Next. Oasis. Oasis. It is a place in desert where there is water. So places in the desert where some amount of water is found and around it some bushes and trees also grow because of the availability of water. Such places are called oases. What are they called? Oasis. Next, alfalfa. It is a plant that is used for feeding farm animals. So here I have shared the picture of alfalfa. It is one type of plant which normally we use to feed the animals which we keep in the farm. Right? So this type of plant is called alfalfa. Clear? Next, nomadic. Nomadic means is a person or people, nomadic people are people who are a part of tribe or group that move from place to place without a permanent house. So nomadic people are those people who don't live in a fixed place, but they keep shifting along with their belongings from one place to another. So such people are called nomadic people. What are they called? Nomadic people. So here we come to the end of the PPT. Now let's move on to the general video lecture.
Okay, I hope you have understood all the words that I taught you with the help of the PPT. Right? So now let us begin the chapter. So before your vocabulary words, what did we discuss? We discussed regarding the desert region in the world. I also told you that there are three types of desert. Which are they? Tropical desert, temperate desert and cold deserts. Right? Then I also told you about different deserts that are in the world. Which were there? Sahara and Kalahari deserts in Africa. Then Colorado and Mexican desert in North America. The Atacama Desert in South America. The Great Australian Desert in Australia. And the Arabian and the Thar deserts in Asia. So these are all the desert regions. Some of them are tropical deserts, some are temperate deserts, and some are cold deserts. Cold deserts are those places where there is no rainfall and no vegetation. Yes, why no rainfall? Because when it starts raining, the drops of the water, it turns into snow, and that is why water does not fall from the sky. Instead of water, the snow falls from the sky. That is why it is called hot desert. The land does not get water. It is completely frozen. The soil is completely frozen and covered with thick ice. That is why it is called cold desert. In this chapter we are going to learn regarding Saudi Arabia. It is a place located in the Arabian desert. Where is it located? Arabian desert. Now let us see the location. Where is it exactly located? See, I am sharing the map of Saudi Arabia here. By looking into this map, you will be finding it very much easy to see the location of this desert or this place, that is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is the largest country in Middle East. I explained to you what is Middle East, right? Yes. So it is one of the largest country in Middle East. Its capital is Riyadh. Riyadh is capital of Saudi Arabia. More than 80% of Saudi Arabia lies in the Arabian Peninsula. Peninsula is a place which is surrounded by water on three sides and connected to land on one. Whereas island is a place which is surrounded by water from all the sides. As I told, Greenland was an island, but this is a peninsula. We have also learned that the southern part of India is also peninsula. Why? Yes, because the southern part of India, it has Arabian Sea in the west, Bay of Bengal in the east and Indian Ocean towards the south. So southern part of India is also peninsula. Similarly, Saudi Arabia, 80% of Saudi Arabia is also peninsula because connected to water bodies from three sides and only from one side it is connected to land area. Saudi Arabia shares its boundaries with Jordan and Iraq in the north, Kuwait in the northeast, Persian Gulf, Qatar, Bahrain and United Arab Emirates, that is UAE, in the east, Oman in the southeast and Yemen in the south and the Red Sea in the west. So it has all these places as its neighbor. So which were they? Let's repeat once again. So capital was Riyadh and it is connected with Jordan. So it shares its boundary with Jordan and Iraq in north. You can see it in the map, right? Towards the north, that is top. It has Jordan and Iraq, Kuwait in the northeast, the Persian Gulf, Qatar, Bahrain and United Arab Emirates, that is UAE, in the east, Oman in the southeast, Yemen in the south and Red Sea towards the west. Saudi Arabia has a long coastline. Coastline means the places are located near the sea or ocean are called coastal area. So it has a long coastline. Since it is a peninsula, three sides it has water bodies connected. So the coastal line is also very long. The Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of Saudi Arabia. Tropic of Cancer, which is in the northern hemisphere. After equator, the next important latitude is the Tropic of Cancer and it is passing through Saudi Arabia. The western part of country has plains and rugged mountains. Rugged means which has uneven surface. Even surface is not there, uneven surface. The central and eastern part have dry desert and plateaus. So the central and the eastern part, it has dry deserts and the plateaus. The southwestern region of Saudi Arabia has mountains. Towards the southwest, it has only mountains. Now, they have also given an additional information here. The Rab Al Khali, one of the largest sand deserts in the world, lies in the southern part of Saudi Arabia. So, Rab Al Khali, it is one of the largest sand desert in the world and it is located in Saudi Arabia. So this was all regarding the location of Saudi Arabia. Next, talking about the climate of Saudi Arabia. Since it is desert and also Tropic of Cancer passing through it, this is a hot desert, you can say. Saudi Arabia experiences an extremely hot climate. Means the climate is very hot. During the day, the sun causes the sand to heat up. During daytime, the sun's rays makes the sand very hot. the sun rays fall on the sand and the sand gets heated up very fast. Due to this, the day temperatures rises sharply. Sharply means very quickly. At night, the sand cools down faster, causing the night temperatures to drop. Sand has the quality that it gets heated up fastly and also cools down fastly. Whereas the quality of water is, water heats up slowly and cools down also slowly. But sand is quite opposite. So here, during daytime, when the sun's rays fall on the sand, it gets heated up fastly. And during night, when there is no sunlight, the sand also cools down very fast. So the temperature drops. Drops means it gets reduced. In summer, the days are very hot and nights are comparatively cooler. Compared to day, nights are cooler in summertime. In winter, the days are warm, means not very hot, they are warm. And the nights are very cold. But night, it will become extremely or very cold. On the other hand, the coastal region experiences mild climate. But the coastal region, since it is closer to the sea or ocean or the water bodies, the temperature is mild, climate is mild. Mild means neither too hot nor too cold. Because of the sea breeze, which is hot, it moves towards the land, and in winter it doesn't become very cold. Sandstorms. Sandstorms means I explained to you. With the wind, this gust of sand also flows. It also moves from one place to another. The wind carries the particles of sand along with that. That is called sandstorm. Sandstorms are common in desert during all seasons. During all the season, because the wind blows very fast. There is no obstacle for wind to reduce its speed or to stop it. If there are so many trees, then what happens? The fast moving wind will get slower down. It becomes slow. But since in desert there are no trees, then the speed of the wind will not decrease or the wind will not stop. So here, during all the seasons, sandstorms are very much common. Strong winds carry sand from one place to another and forms the sand hill called sand dunes. So from one place to another, the sand is carried. The sand is carried along with the strong wind. And once the wind becomes weaker, the sand gets deposited in some other place. And that is why these sand hills are getting developed in different places at different times. These sand hills are called sand dunes. The shape of the sand dunes changes with the direction of the wind. So the shape of sand dunes will also change with the direction of the wind. If the wind is blowing from east to west, then the sand dune will be shifted from east to west and the shape will also change. And if the wind is blowing from west to east, again this sand dune will shift towards the east and the shape also changes. Deserts receive little or no rainfall. That you already know, right? There is scarcity of water because of no rainfall. However, the southwestern region of Saudi Arabia receives rainfall due to a chain of steep mountains. But here in southwestern region there is a little rainfall because of mountains. There are mountains as we discussed, right? Yes, because of these mountains, this part, that is southwestern part of Saudi Arabia, receives a little rainfall. The hill stations, that is Al-Taif and Abha, remain cool during summer. So these two are the hill stations which are comparatively cooler than the rest of the part of Saudi Arabia even in summer. So this was all regarding the climate of Saudi Arabia. We will keep today's session till here. In our next session, we will discuss regarding the vegetation, wildlife, natural resource, economy, transport and life life of the people of Saudi Arabia. So today's session, till where I have explained through this video, you have to read with the help of textbook. Clear? So chalo, let us continue this chapter in our next session. So if you have liked this video, please click on the like icon. See you in the next session. Bye.